And go. This is my audience. Yay!
Hi, my name is Caroline Dees, and in my 26 years of life, I have moved 29 times. This is due to my parents' career, so in my speech I will be talking about my early childhood and my family, my marriage and places I've lived, and how moving continuously throughout my life has created a new kind of normal for me. So in my early life, my parents were both in the military. My dad had a 30-year career in the Navy, and my mom had a much shorter stint, only 4 years. So due to his continually moving us around, my sisters and I got very good at packing. After my father started to gain rank, we moved a little less often. Sometimes we would stay 2 or even 3 years in one spot. But moving 29 times in 26 years is still a lot even for a military kid. But my father was in special forces, and he was one of the unlucky ones that seemed to be needed all over the place. So as I became an adult, I started to move around on my own. I would hop from apartment to apartment looking for the perfect roommate or the perfect place, and that is where I met my husband. My husband, who ironically was a Navy guy, I got a lot of flack from that by my family because my sisters and I swore up and down we would never get involved with somebody from the military. In the Navy, my husband and I moved once from Hawaii to Washington. We stayed there for about 3 years, and then my husband got out of the military and we moved to Oregon for a new career opportunity for him. Now this Oregon move was a big challenge for us because neither of us have ever been a civilian. And civilian life and military life are pretty different. For instance, as a civilian, when you want to go to the doctor, you go to a doctor's office, which is sometimes a converted house or in a strip mall area, but for a military person, it's a hospital. And until I was 16, I didn't know that. I remember this. I was with my friend and we were driving to her doctor's appointment, and I looked at her when we parked in front of this random building and asked, "What are we doing here?" She said, "This is my doctor's office," and just kind of looked at me like I was crazy. So I just smiled and nodded and acted like I knew what was going on, and then it dawned on me, civilians don't go to the hospital for doctor's appointments. That must just be a military thing. And that's just one of the things that's been an adjustment. Now that I'm a civilian, I don't have to worry about where I'll be living in 2 years. I can paint the walls of my house any color I want, and I don't have to worry about repainting them white before I leave. My husband and I have bought a home in Oregon. We have Oregon driver's licenses, and we've registered to vote. We've converted to a civilian lifestyle. Now, with all of the moving, I got a chance to learn how I liked my life. I'd learned that I like to see new places and meet new people. I've learned that with all of the moving, you really appreciate the little things. So now that my husband and I are civilians, we've decided to keep our gypsies style at heart, but we'll leave the traveling for really great vacations and keep our moving boxes in the attic. Thank you.